welcome back to the channel, or welcome in if you're new. Oh, I hope you're having a great week, y'all. We posted a weekly reading a couple of days ago. If you did not see that, I will pin a comment down below, including the link to the weekly reading that we produced, and so you can just go over there and check it out. But what we got for this week, these are your three beautiful cards that we got for this week. Look at the color synergy, y'all. They got us in the sunshine right here. Okay, that's some Leo energy. All right, look, our first card that we got for the first of the week was Awaken. And this card essentially just said to keep our eyes open. That source is sending us symbols and signs, synchronicities, and little, seeming little miracles to brighten our world, to illuminate our path, and to give us a sense of hope and direction. Okay, our midweek card was Perception. We're right in the midweek energy right now. So Perception reads, see the past through the lens of grace. All that occurs is designed to support our spiritual evolution. And it's just true, y'all. We can labor over everything that's happened in our world and how we've conducted our lives and what we did and what others did to us and blah, 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 blah. Or we can just realize that, yeah, okay, all that happened, but it was sent to me. It was sent for me. There were things in those experiences that I actually needed. I needed those so that later in my life I'll have that valuable experience, that knowledge, that cellular memory, so that I can cope with what comes up, so that I can actually deal with these beautiful manifestations that I've been bringing in with some adeptness, with some clarity, with receptivity. Okay? So late in the week we're going to talk about support, but right now I just want to talk about this Perception card because perception is everything. Okay, how you look at things, how we view things, how we put our spin on experience, that means everything. And the cool thing about perception is that it's our choice. We can choose to see things as laborious, or we can choose to see things as some good investment. This is some work, but I know this is going to pay off because what I know Source has got me. I'm being supported. This is late in the week, but look, these three cards right here are just so fused together. They're so imbued together. Keep your eyes open because Source is sending you signs, symbols, and synchronicities to remember that you are being supported, to remember that you are being protected. Even when things change for you, those changes are on purpose. Okay? Because we can't possibly know all of the attachments, all of the other energies that are accompanying anything that we might want in our world. And I have such a good friend, JG. She was just telling me that the same thing happened to her. I was talking about, oh, you want this job, you don't get the job, and then you're all down and your vibe, falls to the floor, and you start questioning yourself, and you start being mad at them, and you start thinking, dang it, I don't want to stay in this job, I wanted that job. If we stop all of that inner drama, at least at some point, we are reactionary creatures, we're going to feel. But if we catch ourselves and flip our switch and remember that Source is supporting us, that's got to be a save. Because it's got to be. If this thing didn't work out, then it's not supposed to work out, right? It's not. And you have no idea why. You never may ever know why these things don't materialize. Just take for granted that you are being loved and supported in this life. And that's all about how you view stuff. That's all about your perception. So the cornerstone of this weekly reading was all about how we perceive, how we spin our own story. And however we spin our own story is exactly how it's going to play out for us. That's exactly what it's going to feel like to us. Okay? So this is so important. So this is your midweek check. I wanted to remind you. Keep your eyes open, because if you haven't seen little guideposts and guidelines and sparkles on your path, they're there. All you got to do is keep your eyes open and look around. Go a little slower in your everyday Because we all got to grind in a day. We all have to be busy in a day with something. And it's so easy to miss these little things that Source sets up for us, okay? But remember, your perception about how things unfold is all up to you. So you can save yourself a whole lot of trouble, a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of anxiety. If you just remember that when things don't pan out the way you kind of think you wanted them to, that there's got to be some missing thing. There's got to be a hidden agenda. There's got to be something that you're not supposed to experience, and just move on. Open yourselves up to new possibilities, okay? Because there's a divine system of support bigger than anything else that exists in our realm, that is absolutely right there on the ready for us if we just believe in it, if we give it its due. It's the same thing with this Awaken card. The synchronicities, the signs, the symbols, all those little guideposts, the guidelines, the little sparkles on your path, they're there. We just have to give them recognition. We have to accept that we are being guided. So all you have to do is accept that you're being supported. And through your perception, you can spin all of the things that happen to you into a learning curve. And that's what it is. That's where it is. That's how it is. Okay? So this is your beautiful midweek check-in. This is a good week, y'all. Make the most of it. And just remember, don't put yourself over a big hook over the retrograde systems that are in place right now, because they've done us a huge favor. All of those spinny, scary, fast-moving energies that came in with the portals that are still happening with the 888. I mean, it can be overwhelming. And the great thing about the retrograde energies that were set up, they just sort of mitigated some of that fast-paced stuff so that we don't have to go so fast, so we can have a slowdown. It's a beautiful balance set up by Source. Beautiful balance set up by the system, okay? And that is that system of support that we always have. I mean, recognize that for what it is, okay? And apply that to your life. All right, it's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to understand that you had investment in something. But you know, if, like one of these cards say, if you're overly attached to an outcome, that's just an indication that you need to listen to that wise self. That wise self will tell you that it's all about the support, that you're being supported, that if it didn't come about, it shouldn't be about, at least not now, and just get busy preparing for what's next. Okay? Just do that for yourselves, girls. All right, I'm so happy that we had such a blessed weekly reading. I hope you're faring well out of all these energies, because they're still rolling hard. Keep your vibe high, okay? Do your best to keep your vibe high. If you slip into an anger mode, if you slip into a worry mode, it's okay for a second, but you don't want to hang out in that eddy too long, because you get all shriveled up and you get all icky. It's unproductive. At the least, it's unproductive. At the most, it'll absolutely put a monkey wrench into your system. It'll put up blockages where you don't have to have blockages, where you're blocking opportunities for yourself. Just remember, if it doesn't show up for you right now, it's not supposed to show up for you right now. And the best thing that we can do is believe in ourselves, believe in our journey, believe in Source, believe in our system of support, because it's there. Universe wants our best evolution on this planet. Universe, Source, God, there's no benefit for that system when we struggle. That's a benefit to us. That's the learning stuff for us. So just remember, we set up all that stuff for ourselves so that we can learn about things, so that future, we can be productive in our future. We have those skills in our future. That's all that's about, okay? So nobody's trying to do anything to you. God ain't mad at you. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not karma like throwing a stone at you. It's just stuff that we bring to ourselves for our own learning, our own experiential remembrances, so that, in the future, we can call on those reserves to, like, more efficiently and more adeptly handle the things that are coming up, because the things are going to get bigger and better. And when things get bigger and better, there's more to do. There's more control to exert. When things start to get better, it's not the time to hang loose. It's not the time to let it all go. It's time to tighten up, Francis. Hold control over your own emotive state. Keep your frequency in your check. Okay? And these little things that happen along our merry way, that's exactly what that is. It's a support system setting us up for what's next. All right? That's all that is. I'm going to pull one oracle card, y'all. Today we're going to do it from Power of the Elements Oracle. And I'm still screwing around with the lighting, so I have no idea how this lighting is going to turn out. I do notice that I got a lot of glare today. I am going to give this deck a shuffle. I mean, I'm a little manic about my cards and about their placement and keeping them straight, keeping them clean, keeping their vibe right. But this time we shuffled. I'm going to pull right off the top of the deck and see what happens. Beautiful. Can you see that? All is well, peopledom. All is well. That's your perception. Let your emotions flow through you. Feel it and move on. It's okay. It's all right. Feeling disappointed, feel it. If you're feeling let down, feel it. Feeling pissed off, be angry. If you're feeling happy, be joyous. Let those emotions keep cleaning you, keep feeding you, and let them flow out. As they come in, feel them, deal with them, and let them flow out. That's where we get in trouble as humans. We tend to bring them in and then we hold on to them. There's going to be more happiness if you embrace your happiness. There's going to be more sadness if you clutch your sadness. But all of it needs to come and go freely. Okay? Don't harbor anything. Don't clutch on to what you think is dear. You want it to flow. You want to keep the flow going. If you're feeling affection and love and joy and appreciation, feel it and keep letting it flow. It'll feed itself. Okay? It'll feed itself. And the more of that you come in with, the more that you allow in as far as the positive feelings, because we kind of have been taught that if we're too happy, there's something wrong with us. But as you allow those things to flow through you, they will wash away that other stuff. They will wash away the sadness. It's so important that we feel these feelings, but when we keep them in there, it's heavy. It's heavy and there is no flow. It's just that. It's just sort of like money magic. You know, you cannot bring money to yourself by holding on to the $2 that you've got. And I'm not saying be reckless with your savings account. I'm just saying that if there's no flow, the incoming has a hard time coming in. Okay? So feel what you feel, let it flow. This is not like set in stone kind of situation. We're emotive creatures and they flow like a wave. They flow like the ocean. And the other thing on this card, this is number 7. Oh, this is number 12. 12 is 3. That's magical. So if 12 or 3 resonates with you in any way, cool. If it doesn't, just look it up, because this is the card that we got. Just go in the little search thing and just do spiritual message, spiritual, whatever, spiritual. Just put in the number 12 and it'll say spiritual meaning, and you'll go in there and it'll highlight for you, and you can just kind of pick up on the energies of what this card is trying to tell us. Okay, and I will, as always, I will take this card and its accompanying pages and put them in the community page, and that way you can read about this card from the perspective of the Power of the Elements Oracle team. Okay, because this is an amazing elemental deck with beautiful, beautiful pictures, and it just feels good. And I haven't been picking this up very much, but this one was like, yeah, it's my turn. So all is well. Just remember that everything's okay. Keep that in your heart. That's the part you can keep. That no matter what's going on, it's okay. You got this. You're not given anything that you can't handle. Just handle it. Know it. One of my mantras is, whatever happens, I got this. Do I always know that? No, but I tell myself enough that it becomes sort of my modality. It's like, you know what? You've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. If we went through that and we got through that and we're still here, we got this. If you've already done all that work, you got whatever's coming. Everything's okay. It's all happening exactly as it should be. Okay? All right, y'all. I will see you soon. Thank you for being here, y'all. Please consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. And if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you care to share this video, please do that. It's a great midweek check of our energies, and I do have a good grace card reading coming. Also, I might do a pick a card. I love the pick a cards because that, you get involved. You get the vibe off the card and you pick whichever one you want. So we're going to do that too. And yeah, I think that's it. So happy week, everyone. And don't forget, we're rolling up to a huge Aquarius full moon. Aquarius is forward thinking energy. It's forward motion. It is perfect. Okay, because we've got this wave going for the next 3 to 6 months. So let's kind of tap into that stand up in ourselves energy, take ourselves a little bit more seriously energy, know who we are, try and keep our own synchronization together no matter what's going on out there, because we really need ourselves right now. We really want to control this thing that's happening. Take the wheel. I always say that, life is the ocean. It's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be choppy. It's going to be smooth. The winds are going to blow. Sometimes they not. Okay? But the one thing you do have is you have that vessel. That vessel is your individual life in the big sea of life. And you all have a captain's wheel just like I do. Now it's time to let us, because it is time, take control of our own wheel. Navigate that life. Use your life to navigate the big life, because you do have control over that. Okay. Thank you for being here, y'all, and I will see you soon.